Yo, what's going on, guys? Frankietrades here, bringing you another live top weekly watch list. I know you guys love these videos, so I'm gonna keep pumping them out. Just keep liking the video, sharing it with all your friends, your trading pals. Really appreciate it. It would help the channel out. I'm trying to get this channel up to 1,000 subscribers. We're halfway there, so get sharing that video and let's get started right into it. So, first things first, you guys know I like to dive deep into the indexes. First thing I'm watching is ES on the 4,300 level. It's a key area. It's a psychological level that everyone's going to be watching on ES, so that's the first area I'm going to be looking at. Next up is the 4315. If you go to the 4-hour 1 year, so let me go ahead and change this for you guys. You can see we actually had multiple rejections around here at this 4315 area, so that'll be the next area I'm looking at. After that, I'll be looking at the daily high at on the 1 year one day at the 4327 area to play next on ES, or at least to be looking at. If I like it, I'll play it. If not, I'll probably just watch it. But there you go. That's pretty much it for ES. Next up is NQ. You guys know I trade a lot of the tech sector stocks. So with that being said, I'm obviously going to chart out NQ since all the whole market kind of, I don't want to say the whole market, but at least the tech stocks that I play follow it closely, or at least some days it does, some days it doesn't. But it's good to chart out your indexes with whatever stocks fall under it. So with me trading Tesla, NVDA, AMD, all these tech stocks, it's good to just chart out NQ and kind of see and kind of observe a direction that the market is going in and see where your stock is heading. So that's why I like to chart out NQ. NQ is pretty easy for this week. Only areas I'm going to be looking at is 14,600 and then 14,800. 14,600 because we kind of have a double top going on there. I need to see NQ hold this 14,600 area. And then next up is this 14,800 area. NQ normally has a resistance every 100 increments. For the meantime, though, it looks like 14,600 and 14,800 seem to be the big areas to look at. So that'll be the first two levels that I'm watching on NQ. Anything after that, I'll update on Twitter for you guys. So don't forget to follow Twitter or Instagram, and you guys can see the updates through there as well that I update throughout the week. So now that we got our indexes out of the way, we can go ahead and start on our watch list. So first things first is Apple. You guys probably already know why. Apple is $2 away from the all-time highs from where we closed at. So with that being said, first few levels I'm going to be looking at on Apple is this 182 area, and then 183 is the all-time high. So the thing with all-time highs that you guys will observe if most of these stocks start getting there, at least with NVIDIA, you kind of get an idea, is that there's not really a lot of charting or technical analysis, at least once it gets those all-time high levels. It's a lot of watching price action and seeing who's in control. Are buyers in control? Are they pushing this up? Are sellers actually trying to hold this down? So my piece of advice when you get the all-time highs is kind of just observe the price action, see what's going on, get an understanding of it, and then take advantage of whichever side is stronger. So with that being said as well, have a good risk management system. It can't burn you. NVIDIA I did really well in. Most of the chat and stock hours did amazing, right behind Nor with his amazing signals. Most of the interns and managers were able to help most of the students out throughout the whole all-time highs when NVIDIA had earnings. So but yeah, that's it for Apple. Next up is BA. This is probably my favorite stock on the watch list. If you put this on the 1 year 1 day, you can see we have a trend line where we have rejected off of 3 times. 2 times from where it starts, but 3 times as a trend line overall, which is what I normally look for on my trend lines. 215 has a lot of clean price action around it, so it's a key area that I am watching. You guys can see my cat here. It's just deciding to get in the video now. But yeah, you can see even on the 4-hour, it matches up pretty well. Like I said, first area I'll be watching out on BA is 215, and then 219, and then 220 after that. It's probably my favorite setup along with Tesla. You guys will see why. But yeah, the thing to know with BA is that if you look on the weekly chart, it's actually been in I don't know how long now, months long consolidation now at this point. So BA is pretty close to watch. This could be a good breakout. If it does break out with the market breaking out as its own with NQ and ES, it's good to watch BA and seeing what this does. It's a little behind with the whole market overall breaking out, but still good to pay attention to and seeing what it does here. So with that being said, those are the levels I'm watching at BA, so we can go ahead and go next. Next up is NVIDIA. not really too much in NVIDIA. Both levels that I'm really looking at are pretty far away. We have this 30-minute trend line that the indicator drew out. Indicator subscription, if you message stock hours, they will help you get it. It is a subscription, so don't expect it to be free, and it's only available on TradingView, so keep that in mind. But the only levels that I am looking at on NVIDIA is 405, where we had a nasty rejection on Friday. It closed at the day, not the daily lows, but at least the day's lows on Friday. It closed near it. Pretty weak with the whole market pumping up. So with that being said, the only areas that I'm watching at on NVIDIA is 380 and 405 on NVIDIA. So both sides are pretty far away, but I'm gonna let those trades come to me. I don't want to be the one to force NVIDIA, because those contracts do smack you if you do end up taking the wrong side on it. So for the meantime, I'm just gonna let NVIDIA chill. It is still a main watch list, because we are at all-time highs, and it's kind of just hovering between these levels for the meantime. So just something to have at the back of our arsenal there. And then the last but not least on our main watch list is Tesla. Probably my favorite stock to look forward to. You put this on the 1 year, 1 day, and just zoom in this area over here, starting from even the start of this year. Even we have a double top at 218. This is the area I'm going to be watching at. I believe the day's high on that day was 217. Let me go to the 1 hour. Yeah, 217.30. So pretty close to that 28. If you go to the 1 hour, the high is 217.82. So essentially, it's almost a double top. So with that being said, Tesla, this area is kind of choppy, so you have to be a little careful and have your risk management in check. But overall, I'm going to be watching the 218 level just for a safer entry, and then after that, I'll be watching 220. Pretty simple key areas to look at, that double top at 218, and then 220 being a psychological level to look at, or just a key level in general in Tesla, something I'm going to be looking into. So that's pretty much it for the main watch list. And then for the side notes that I have is AMD and Meta. So with AMD here, obviously if you look at this candle right here, once you've tried it for a while, you can see that candles like these are actually gaps. So if I go to the 1 year, 1 day, you guys can see we actually created a gap from 108.50 all the way to 116 roughly. So with this being said, I do have a flat bottom on AMD from 116. So the first area I'll be looking at to play this is 116. And then we have around this $7 to $8 gap to play towards the downside. So lots of room here to play with this with. Like I said, this closed a week as well with NVIDIA. They both follow each other similarly. So with that being said, I'm going to be watching 116 into that gap start. So that is AMD. Next up and last is Meta. Meta, you guys know this has been part of the watch list every week. Only reason being is because of this gap that it's been filling. You can see it had the gap started around 250, and it's the past week or two, it's actually filled $25 of it. So if you just bought Meta calls when it got close to this gap, you'd be nicely green at this point. I swear. But I'm gonna keep watching this 275. I touched this Friday, paid pretty well, quick 10%. Luckily I got out because you can see how nasty it got after it broke 275. That was a nasty rejection. So I'm just gonna play it safe. Meta's just gonna be a side to watch because of that gap. So, and Meta's been pretty strong as well. So it's been moving pretty well with the market. So I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. Just watch 275 and see how it reacts when it gets close to that level. But that's about it for Meta. But that is it for the top weekly watch list, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Lots of good setups. Looking forward to it. But yeah, don't forget to like the video, comment, and then share it with your fellow peers. I would highly appreciate it. Like I said, let's try to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. That's the main goal right now. After that, we got to level up and then upgrade these videos a tad bit. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy your weekend and do well on the week with your execution. So peace out.